We live at 5. Let's get it. Good morning. All right, we're going to get it up to 300 likes, and I'm going to unpack this. I'm sorry, 1,000 likes, okay? I want to go over this. I want to wait till everybody, we need to get to 1,000 likes so I can explain this, and I'm going to save somebody hundreds of dollars, okay? We're going to wait till we get to 1,000 likes. I keep getting this question like probably on a daily basis, so I'm going to answer it here, explain it, the reasoning for it, so I can post it on YouTube. So now every time somebody asks me this question, I'm going to go take it, right? And I'm going to go post it. So if y'all want me to talk about this, we need to get up to 1,000 likes. 1,000 likes for me to go over this. Because this is a huge question all the time that dispatchers love to want to know if they need an LLC. Okay, and I'm going to go over the differences, why, the reasoning, cost. I'm going to break this thing down so we can get a clear understanding of this. So hopefully I will stop going over this all the time with people. If I crash my truck and get sued. Or you're not a dispatcher. We're going to get to that. We get to 1,000 likes. So freight dispatchers, you don't need an LLC. There you go. Yeah, keep them likes up. Thank you, family. We get to 1,000 likes. We're going to break it down. 1,000 likes. We're going to unpack this today. There you go. Let's run it up. Yeah. Let's have this conversation that people keep throwing around. And people, most people that don't understand this principle is because they don't have multiple LLCs. They don't have multiple businesses. So they only see things from one singular way. So we're going to go over it today. Yeah, run it up. Appreciate you. Okay. We're going to talk about it today. Run it up. Yes, sir. Appreciate it. Keep it moving. Thank you so much. Keep it moving. Oh, ran it up. Okay, so we're going to keep it going. But this is what it is. So freight dispatchers don't have to have an LLC. Freight dispatchers. Okay, so because of that, since freight dispatchers don't have to have an LLC, then I always recommend people not to get one in the very beginning. So I'm going to break this down progressively because I'm going to use this later on YouTube. So you need to stay through the process of it. So get to the questions at the end. So number one, I live in Texas. In Texas, a DBA is $16. With the DBA, you could also get a free EIN number which will allow you to get a business bank account. Once you get a business bank account, after you've established your DBA, you can now, if you were to come to us or affiliated with us or anybody else, go to dat low board, and you can sign up with them and you get 30 days for free to now figure out if you can dispatch, if you can sell, if you can market, to now use the money that is considered profits to reinvest and to do other things. $16. Find out, depending on where you live, how much it costs for you to get a DBA, which acknowledges that you will be transactioning business in the state you reside. But also be mindful that the government usually lets you make $6,000 in a year for free. Thank you so much. Keep it moving. Now, with that being said in general, okay, instead of paying $300, so an LLC in Texas is like $300, right? Okay. So if you get this LLC for $300 in Texas, that's because you know how to do it yourself. But let's say you're nervous, because when I started my businesses, I was nervous to fill out a government issued entity paperwork, because I was like, what if I mess it up? So what did I do? I went to LegalZoom and paid $625 with taxes. So it made it $650 for them to do it for me. Then I come to find out, well, since you have an LLC and everyone gets LLCs, perceiving the idea that I want to be careful, I want to be safe, I don't want nobody to sue me. Everyone has this ideology only when it comes to LLCs. So then because of that, now you got to go put insurance on it. Because if you don't have insurance on an LLC, it's just an expensive sheet of paper. Because now you need to protect something with insurance. So now, not only would you have spent $300 to $650, now you're going to spend $100 to $150 a month on a consulting type insurance for your business. So now immediately, outside of your education that you already paid for, how much that cost? Now you paid this one time. Now you're going to have taxes that you have to consider. Now you need a tax person, a tax professional, all that now once a year. And now you're going to have insurance that you got to pay every single month, right? So let's say we look at this for 10 months. Well, now you're going to have over $1,000 of overhead. And have you made any money yet? No. Now, if you skip this part and you just get an LLC, you don't come to us, you don't go to nobody, and you just automatically get at least 30 days for free, and you go straight to the load boards and you say, okay, let me get all my stuff ready before I start dispatching. And then you go to load board. Now your load board is going to cost you, if you're getting that, at least a decent one, anywhere between $100 to $200. Because ideally you're planning to dispatch multiple trucks. That would make the most amount of sense. You want to make some money. Now you're going to have it. Okay. So you got to take a load board and your insurance together, right? So you're going to be anywhere between $200 to maybe $350 a month in an overhead. Then you say, well, let me keep everything efficient and I'm going to streamline it and I'm going to get a trucking management system for roughly $100 a month. So now put that together, 100. Let's say we do that. Now you got $300 a month of active overhead and you still make $0. Now, the problem with this is the fact that most people don't even have $1,000 in their savings account in the first place. So now, if you start this LLC and you still work, and now you're trying to figure out how you can dispatch part-time, then you say, well, I got LLC, so I got to get the insurance on it. Then I got to get load board. So if or when or if I ever do get a carrier, I got to have load board access, right? Then I'm going to automatically get my little TMS system over here because then I want everything to be streamlined because that's what they told me that I needed. So now I have $300 at least dollars a month, anywhere between $300 to roughly $400 a month in overhead, and you still make $0. So if the average American only has about $1,000 in their savings account, and a lot of people have terrible credit, that means you got roughly about 2.5 months to have your business in operation, right, before you going out of business. So what I petition people to do to wake the heck up, right, is that being a freight dispatcher is completely about hustle and sales. Hustle and sales. So let's take this LLC off. and you got a DBA. So immediately you save $275 roughly, because now you don't need us. So that's money and boom. That's almost 1 month for overhead for you, right? Yes. Then number two, a DBA, you're not going to put no insurance on it. So now you can eliminate that. Boom, throw that in the trash. So now we have no overhead. Then if you went to go get the DBA, like I told you, and then you got an EIN number, you went to go get the business bank account, you can literally go to my website because I have an affiliation with that. We have a partnership together. I use them in my digital course. So we have a partnership. So then what they would do is give you low board, which is the DAT Power, which is almost $200 a month. They will give it to you for 1 month for free. Hello. So let's back it up. So you took a course, right? I don't know how much it costs. Courses cost different amounts, whatever. Now your next expense is going to be only $16. Then you're going to get low board for 30 days for free. Then you don't need no freaking TMS right now because you ain't dispatching no trucks. So instead, as you started your business after your education, now you only got to spend what? No money, right? Technically, it's no money. Thank you for the follow, right? So now you spend no money except for you pay $16 one time. So in 30 days, and when you just got done taking the course, if you are proactively pursuing carriers, and they are everywhere, don't ask where they are. If you own FMCSA, e-carrier, truck stops, going around tire places, parking lots, whatever you're doing to get them, Instagram, DMing them, TikTok, going live, talking. If you cannot get a carrier in 30 days, you need to shut it down because this is not for you. But instead, people listen to other people. They got this LLC. They got this insurance over here, and they've been paying for low boards for 6 months, and they still don't have one carrier. They haven't made one deposit in their business checking account yet, but then they've already spent all this money. So what it does, it pretty much arm wrestles you, like put your arm behind your back, where now you're dragging this business along, dragging along for 6 months, and now you have this overhead that you want to keep rolling because you don't want to shut it down because you keep thinking that eventually I'm going to get it off the ground, and yet you're continuing to waste money. So instead of that, if you eliminate all this and pay $16, that's what it costs in Texas. Figure out what it costs in your state. $16. Go to my website. Get that power 30 days for free. Now you got 30 days to at least make $200 to pay for your load board when it comes out the very first month. If you cannot make $200 in 30 days, you need to shut it down, acknowledge that this might not be for you. But even if that, let's say that's an issue, okay? If you were the same American I was talking about earlier has less than $1,000 in their savings account, and at least if your only overhead was this, load boards, you could at least keep it open for 10 months. So 10 months is a better opportune time than having it for 2.5 months because you got all this weird overhead for no reason. Now, as a disclaimer, I have a trucking business, landscaping business, real estate business. I already had LLCs because I needed to protect myself in those businesses because there's assets, responsibility, people, liabilities, claims people can do. So yes, LLCs are amazing to protect you, but half the time people don't understand you're supposed to take an LLC and leverage it, put assets under it. Then you can start building out having assets, which would be liquid capital. And then you have actually not commodity. What is it called? Can't never remember the freaking name. But anyway, you can leverage your assets to the bank and get money from them. That's smarter to do than people going to get lines of credit or little small loans when they already don't have a consistent source of money coming in additionally. Okay, collateral. Thank you so much. Yeah, lost my mind, right? So now if you had something, be collateral. So let's play that. Let's back it up even further. Let's say you or your mama or your boyfriend or your husband or your best friend has a car that's paid off. You come to them, say, family member, friend, boo, side chick, whoever, do me a favor. Give me the title to your car. Here's my business card. Go to Vistaprint. Make you 100 business cards for like $20. Go take it to the registrar's office, the same place you got the DBA from. Let them, if they trust you enough, put their card from their personal name to your business name. Right? Okay? I'm saying if you go get LLC, you can transition a car over from their personal name to your business name, put insurance on it. Tell how much insurance that you need on the car. And then you immediately have collateral. Give them the call back. Say, thank you. I love you so much. Will the insurance go up a little bit? It may go up $20, $30, $40, $80. You got to call the insurance company and figure out what it will cost. But now you automatically have collateral under this LLC. That's why you should get one. So what only people worry about doing all day long is, oh no, I don't want to get sued. There's more benefits to an LLC besides protecting your personal things. So because of that, run the play. You would go to the registrar's office, the same place you would automatically go to get like the registration. Right? We call a registrar's office in Texas. I know it's called something else. That's what we call it in Texas. We're country like that, right? But the same place you go get your tags, you buy a bill of sale, that little office that you go to. I know some people do it online, but if you would just go there and make that transition, because you need to take stuff out of your personal name and put it in the business name. You're welcome, family. So that way you can leverage it, actually have something going on. So that if you were to have an opportunity, need some money, go get a title loan. There's all these things that you can do, but now you're taking it from you personally and putting it in a business thing. So when you get an LLC, sure, but there should be a time and place for that after your business is generating money. Start getting some of these deposits, 5, 6, 8, 10 deposits every single week into your business. Then you can upgrade the DBA to get an LLC to run other plays. But it makes no sense for you to go into a business you know nothing about, get an LLC, and 99.9% of the time, no one has the insurance at all. No one has that. I have yet to have somebody who's a dispatch company and they don't have assets at all. And they tell me they got an LLC. And immediately I say, what insurance do you have? And they get quiet. You don't have no LLC if you don't put insurance on it. So let's back it up. When you go get this LLC, if you don't do nothing with it, now you got to spend money later on to shut it down. So you don't even know if you can do the business yet. So since you don't know if you could do the business, will you make money in this business? Do you even like being a dispatcher? Is it something you can maintain? Well, why not do it for free, in a sense, for $6,000 like the government says you can do until you find out, I like this, I can manage this, I can put my cousin on this, I really don't like it, but they need a job, they don't mind doing this, and I'll handle like the marketing or sales or something, and I would just keep this business going because I'll run a play, but it needs to start making deposits. So once you begin to make profits, you can do whatever the heck you want to do. You can get a TMS, you can get 2 or 3 load boards, you can do all that, okay? But if you're smart about it, figure out how to navigate it first, make $6,000 real quick, run it back 2 months, right? Okay, there we go. It's free. Okay, if it's free, I have a belief. If it's free, it's for me, right? That's my mantra for life. But instead of you looking at it, I need y'all to calculate every cost and everything you do so you don't get excited and people manipulate. Okay? So again, back it up again. You don't need one. If you have one, great. You better put insurance on it. Put an asset under it. Now, it's better for you to do that and create collateral than to go get a small loan from a bank and you don't have no money coming into this LLC. So now it's putting you in a greater financial burden. Okay? So I'm trying to help y'all save money. Don't get in a financial burden unless you have to, but it's not a burden if you're now making profit. So let's back it up. You paying $16 to get a DBA in Texas. You didn't do nothing else. You got the load board 30 days for free, right? And you went crazy. Within the first 7 days, you got 2 or 3 trucks, you dispatching, you make $2,000 your first month. So then when that load board was due and you had to pay $200 your load board, you don't care. Thank you, family. You don't care because you already made the first month in business. When you made an $1,800 profit, you don't care about no load board being $200 because you know that load board is the reason why you're going to make money the next month and the next month and the next month. What the heck is a $200 overhead? I got trucks. One truck costs $1,500 a month for insurance. I don't care about no $100 or $200 overhead for a business. I got Airbnbs. The rent with the insurance is like $2,000 a month. Nobody care about that. I got a landscaping business. Insurance is $400 a month. I don't care about no $100. So anybody who's making money, $100 ain't nothing when you know $100 is going to make you thousands every month. But when you've made zero and you've only taken a course, leverage the system to work for you. Because technically, let's back it up again. DBA. Get your EI number, right? Get the load board 30 days for free. Once you get that first carrier, petition the carrier, say, hey man, normally I charge 10% for dispatching, but let me run this across you. If you give me a load board, your access to your load board, because I'm your dispatcher, give me your load board access, instead of 10%, I'll charge you 8%. And let that carrier say less. And they give you their load board access. Now you have no overhead. So look, now you free. Oh shoot, that's a play. Now you get one of your favorite carriers, get their load board that you met within the first 30 days. Be like, I ain't paying for no load board, because see, on top of that, you need truck stop too. So if you dispatch an open deck, high shots or flatbeds, and you got closed, so you got the drive in, the reefer, all that kind of stuff, you're going to need that for the closed, and you're going to need truck stop for the open load board. Truck stop gonna cost you about $150, $200 if you get the good one. That gonna cost you the same $150, $200. So you have $400, right? I know, free game. Thank you, brother. So now instead of that, you be like, check it out. Go to your carrier. Be like, hey, I'm gonna save you money, because that's a blessing to your carrier who trusts you. He gonna say less. If you telling me instead of charging me 10%, you gonna charge me 8%, and all I gotta do is give you my login that I was paying for anyway, and you booking trucks and booking freight for me, say less. Say gonna give you both your overhead, and you got a whole business running for free. Even more than that, to make it even more player, because what if that carrier that you're doing that for, maybe y'all break up and y'all don't do business no more. Okay, I tell you what, they say dispatch is supposed to be a dispatch 5 to 10 trucks, right? Cool. Tell you what, give that same play to 3 carriers. Your 3 carriers, the first one you start out with that's committed to you. Tell them, hey man, let me get y'all load board access. Instead of 10%, charge them 8. All 3 of them. So if one of them quit or go out of business, you still got 2 more. And it's not going to disrupt your business. If 2 of them leave and you only got 1 guy left, now you need to offer that to some other people, because you need to be smarter than the system. This is why being a freight dispatcher is a blessing for a lot of people. If you can think outside the box, understand leverage, and understand that, hey man, I can run a play out here, because until the FMCSA makes it mandatory for us to have a certain type of thing just in general, we're going to run it. Yes, sir. I got some stuff. I made a video yesterday. I got all my stuff on sale to tomorrow. I got the course before the course after the course, and a high shot course. Go eat. I explain what each one of them do on I think of the other part, right? And in my course before the course, I kind of go over this on why you don't need to have an LLC. So anybody who watching this, right? What do you think about running PPC ads to get carriers? What's PPC ads? I run Facebook ads normally, right? But for that, any type of question so far. So I'm not telling nobody Google ads. I don't like Google ads, family. I like Facebook ads, because the whole point is you want them to become a part of your community, right? Like right now, all y'all people right here are part of my community. If you already are here and you're getting this game, it's more ideal to have your own community. So Google ads, they find you and they click, and it's way more expensive than Facebook ads if you know how to do them. But now you need to build your community, because this is the thing. If you ever decide to sell a business, a part of intellectual property, which would be emails, and then social currency will also be acknowledged if you ever want to sell a business and stuff like that, right? I know most dispatchers and stuff, they need better education. I'm just telling you right now, do you have an accountant? I do. I have a tax lady that's crazy. I mean, because I got multiple businesses though. That's why I have one. And that's what I said, like me wearing shirts like this. So normally my background, y'all go look at my background normally without this. I have a white background that says Brandon Johnson Enterprises. That's my real estate business. And so I'm making all that a corporation this year. I'm converting everything over to make it a corporation. Okay, let me go over and try to ask some of these questions. Y'all going hard. I'm afraid dispatching, I'm stuck. That's because you need better information or better education. And you need to find somebody through mentorship that will role play with you. If you're not role playing, you will never be confident. So when people talk about daily affirmations and stuff like that, if you go look at the psychology of the brain, You only have confidence in something you have competency in. So when you know you're kind of nervous, you kind of stuck because you haven't played with this reality, it makes you not have the confidence you need in order to make a sale. So matter of fact, tonight I'm going to go live again at 7:00 p.m. because we have a dispatcher subscription that we do every single month. And I'm actually going to let y'all be a part of for the first 30 minutes because my assistant is going over how to use the load boards and all the little tricks of the trade and stuff like that. This will be the first time I'm going to let TikTok see it for like 30 minutes. So that's 7:00 tonight, Central Time. If you miss it, I don't know what to tell you, okay? This will be like a little sneak preview, and we have this dispatcher subscription twice a month to help people that are stuck, struggling, got questions, they have nobody to ask. This is what we have the subscription for. See what else is going on over here. That's what everybody has, large arm and a leg. I'm a DC manager, but I had aspirations to start my own trucking business. Yeah, trucking business is still kind of rough right now, family. I have a trucking business, and it's rough. Good stuff. Thank you so much, family. That's what I've been asking, but everybody want to charge an arm and a leg. Yeah, I mean, because most people that's doing things now, which you need to always get mentorship from someone that's still doing the same thing you want to do currently in this market. So yes, people's time is valuable, especially when they have like a staff, they have people, stuff like that. That's why I created the dispatcher subscription, because normally it's $24.99 a month. I think that's what it is, but I did like a little special for $10 a month. For like this last month of June, because my birthday was a few days ago, to let people at least get a little taste and get value on what it looks like to still have constant education. Because I've been doing this dispatch subscription call for over 3 years, and some people they be in it for 6 or 7 months, and it helps them continue to build out their business. Okay. I can't spend it if I don't have it. I feel you on that. I can't find bobtail insurance. That's easy to get. Any of your insurance providers should be do that, no problem. LLC can be made for yourself for $150. Yeah, depending on where you live. In Texas, it's $300. But that was the whole point of this whole thing. Where DBA in Texas is $16. Why spend $150 plus you have to have a monthly insurance overhead in order to keep it? So a freight dispatcher doesn't need that. Other businesses, yes. I don't mess with Sprinter vans in the first place. Oh, that's good. I didn't know it was even that low. I still like 16 better. 150 to 500. What type of insurance for the LLC? You got to get a consulting one. When you talk to an insurance provider, it basically falls under the categorization of consulting. So that way, if you say something, they can do something towards you in general, because the FMCSA is not made it regulated. That's why there's no have to have as a qualifying component. So if you have LLC, you just want to put insurance on it because you want to throw assets under it and stuff like that, which I understand because I do that, then yeah, you got to put insurance on it. So call your insurance agent, any insurance agent, and just tell them that, and they'll walk you through it. I got one for mine, and I think I got like 20,000 like on computers and stuff, because in my office space, we got a lot of furniture, equipment, all that. It's either 20, 30,000. I don't know. I had to ask my assistant, but it cost me like $150 a month. What's up, my brother Manny? You're very welcome. Yeah, just call him and say, hey, I got LLC. I'm a dispatcher. Woo to woo. I want to get insurance. What do you recommend? And it'll be under the umbrella of consulting. Okay, what else we got? Because you got to remember, that's why when you have a carrier agreement, the carrier agreement acknowledges to the carrier that, hey, I'm not at fault with anything that may transpire with you picking up and dropping freight. So that contract is what keeps you from getting sued in the first place, on top of the fact that the FMCSA does not recognize you. Okay? Any other questions? So should I go over this again for people that just came in here? Kind of break it down again. I think I'm pretty self-explanatory. Y'all can keep asking questions. I'm going to go live for another like 5 more minutes. How do you get carrier contracts? You mean, you talking about like how do you get carriers to sign up with you? I mean, because the FMCSA changed those regulations now, so I'm not going to get into that today. I have 2 trucks leased on with a company working on my authority, but one that could do dispatching first. Yes, I tell everyone that I probably would have failed my trucking business within the first year and a half, I would say, unless I would have started dispatching freight on the first time, because number one, you're going to save however much money that you're paying this lease on company. So you have anywhere between a 70-30, 75-25, 80-20, 85-15, or even a 90-10. At the highest level, if you do a 90-10 split with somebody, well, you keeping that 10% because you know how to dispatch keeps the money in your pocket. So now, depending on what kind of trucks you have and how much they gross, you're probably going to put anywhere between $400 to maybe $1,000 a week back in your own pocket just because you know how to dispatch. And then after you have that covered, then you bring on maybe 2 or 3 random dispatch clients that you would dispatch for. But since you have your own authority, you would have no overhead under the dispatch. You run them as 2 different businesses. Trucking business has the overhead of the load boards, obviously because you have an MC. But then the dispatch company, you would run it. It has literally 0 overhead. So all the money that's coming in stays with you. So I always recommend owner ops to learn how to dispatch themselves because they're going to save hundreds of dollars every week. I've been wanting to start this, don't know where to start. Well, I just put my course. It's called The Course Before the Course. It's only $9.99. Normally it's $50. Go watch the video I posted yesterday about it, and it's on sale till tomorrow. It's only $9.99. I go over business vernacular, trucking vernacular, what is layover, what's a BOL, what's a truck order not used, all that good stuff. But I explain it in layman terms, and there's a PDF that you print off afterwards that you can keep for studying. Then there's another PDF that walks you through all the steps, 1 through 9, that you need to do when you fill out carrier packets. If you skip a step and don't check the credit first before you fill out a packet, there's a possibility a carrier may not get paid with all this double brokering that's going on. So that's a little PDF I put in there and gives you like a list of how you fill out a carrier packet from first to last. Then on top of that, I give you a 45-minute of a talking to about 9 different business principles about dispatching, such as you are a business. It's not about what the carrier wants to do. It's about you understanding what the market is doing and helping them navigate the first steps. Another is called sales and service. Always under promise and over deliver. And I explain what that means. I go over the whole LLC thing. I teach you other principles about, dispatching in general. So that's $9.99, normally $50. Yes. When these comments going in hard. Shoot. Explain what's on the screen, please, just so you need a certificate. You don't need a certificate or nothing. Become a dispatcher. Yeah, so you can follow. Okay. Explain what's on the screen. So I went over this and saying that being a freight dispatcher, you don't need an LLC. If you figure out what your state is doing, you can get a DBA, doing business as. In Texas, it's $16. Okay. Because if you go get an LLC, now it doesn't even exist unless you put insurance on it for another $100 to $150 a month. Then on top of it, you got to get load boards. Okay, that's another. So now these 2 things are now overhead for your business when you haven't made any money. Then a lot of these other courses tell you to keep everything organized. Now get a TMS system. And a lot of times because they're affiliated with the TMS system, so if they tell you to get one and you get it, they get money either monthly or one at a time. That's how they get paid. So instead of that, erase all that, get a DBA. It costs $16. Then get your EIN number, which is free. Go get a business bank account. Now you can come to my website, B Logistics, go down to the very bottom under affiliates, hit the affiliates link, sign up for that. You can get that for 30 days for free. Dat Power, matter of fact, don't let them give you nothing else. Say, I want Dat Power because I'm affiliated with B Logistics. Once you get Dat Power, that's 30 days for free. So now you have 30 days to make money and you have no overhead. If you don't make money in 30 days, you need to be second guessing this business altogether. So now if you keep the load board, I do get something if you keep it because I introduced it to you for free. But it's not going to come out of your pocket. It's Dat paying me because I'm affiliated with Dat. But I want you to get out here outside of your education. I want you to start making some money without having overhead. Don't create overhead. That's why this is a blessing for a lot of people to be a freight dispatcher because you want to have no overhead. And so if you make $200 or $300 the first month, that's going to pay for your load board and now keep it running. So if anybody else that has this same question, I made $100,000 in B Logistics in 2 years before I ever made it to LLC. After buying my MC license for $300, so I paid now. Oh boy. Yeah, if you're looking at being brokering or something, not even a certificate. Yeah, I don't worry about this. I don't get nobody a certificate because I researched a month, but I wasn't prepared for that. Yeah, no, heck no. That's like brokering. That is not freight dispatching. Definitely buying in. Okay, let's get it. Boy, these things come in hard. Okay, thanks. You're very welcome, family. Appreciate the likes and the follows and the comments and all that love that y'all giving. What's up, family? How long you been teaching this? Oh, shoot. Dispatching? Oh, boy. Since 2020? Yeah, 2020. Yeah, I did a podcast, which is called Trucking Hustle. I did a podcast and I told people in 2016, I started my trucking business and I started my dispatch company in 2018. I had never taken a course and I didn't even know those courses. And so people reached out to me who had taken courses and asked me to help them. So when I got the overwhelming feedback that people needed something else besides a dispatch course, I ended up creating my curriculum, which is called the course after the course. So I want person to have a course and they're stuck and now they don't know where to go. So then they come to me for step 2. So we do it over Zoom, a digital course, and also in-person training for 40 hours in a week that teaches you what it actually looks like to be a dispatcher in real time. And we've been doing all of that for 3 years. 3 years. This dude, okay. I love when people say stupid stuff like that and they have not Googled anyone that they talking to. Can I call you? No, I don't take any calls. If you want to talk, you can go to my website, hit the calendar link, and I post over to my calendar, I think for Thursday. And it's in the little link is called Talk to the CEO. Or it's like 15-minute call with the CEO. That's what it's called. But you got to go to my website, hit a calendar link. It's at the very bottom right hand of the website. It's orange. When did the insurance start on? We're going. It jumped over. Shoot. When did the insurance start on the LLC? That's a common thing. No, just dispatch. Yeah, that's crazy. I ain't never heard that for no dispatch. That's crazy because the whole idea of having this dispatch business in general would be it has no overhead. Like you have no surety bonds yet unless you're going to be doing some brokering stuff. You can look at the new guidelines that the FMCSA just went over just recently, whatever. But at the end of the day, you get an LLC. If you got it, that's cool. You put insurance on it. The insurance, you want to do consulting because you don't have any surety bonds or anything like that. So if you want to put insurance on it because you look into probably putting assets under it, my insurance costs $150 a month. So if you're in Texas, I can recommend you my person. And I know they only do Texas though. So if you're in Texas, you can email me at info@blogistics.net. So info at blogistics.net. And one of my assistants will email you back to let you know our insurance lady's name. So then she can give you the same thing I got. Get a DBA, correct? Yes. How do you get the load? You got to go to a load board. Okay, talk too fast. You said to get the EIN, bank account. Yes, so you got to get a DBA, which means doing business as. Okay? Then you got to get the EIN number. You got to get asked for it. Free. Then you go get a business bank account. Depending what bank you go to, they might want $25, $100. It just depends what bank you go to. Get a business bank account. Then you can come back to my website, blogistics.net. Scroll down to the very bottom of the page. There's an orange button that says affiliates. You will click affiliates, scroll down to where it says DAT. You hit the DAT link, fill out the information. Somebody on DAT is going to call you within 24 hours. And they say, hey, what's up? And you say, hey, I'm affiliated with B Logistics and I want to get DAT power, which is a high level of DAT where no matter what equipment type you dispatch for, is going to help you. Because you dispatching for drive-ins, flatbed, reefer, depending on your education, you need to know what the hot market map is doing, the good areas, the truck-to-load ratio, trend lines. You need to know that information to dispatch those equipment types accurately. So get that power. So I know I talked fast. You're right. Oh, my God. DBA in Iowa was only $7. But I need to move to Iowa. I appreciate you, Captain. I want to start my own business. Where do I start? If you want to be a dispatcher, yes. No rates. What does it say? No rates right now. I don't know what that means. Do you? You don't need to spend $3K to learn dispatching. Correct. That's when mine is $3K if people come to me in person because it's for 40 hours in a week. Good stuff, brother. Love the strategy. How can you include logistics into it? What do you mean, family? Explain that a little bit further for me. Where do I get a DBA from? Yeah, usually get it from the registrar's office. That's what I call it. In Texas, the same place where you go get your tags for your car, or if you sell a title for your car, or title swaps and all that, it's the same office. You have to have an insurance. What's the information for your insurance? Are you in Texas? You have to email me. Email me at info@blogistics.net, and one of my assistants will respond back to our insurance lady's name. But you must reside in Texas. Because that's what I have. Do you have to get bonded? No. Miss Beautiful, be careful. He doesn't do anything for free. This is free right now. So this lady right here keeps heckling me because she came to my page and DM'd me on Instagram, which was unsolicited, and wanted me to look at her documentation for free. When I've literally, since February until today, I've went live on TikTok for 130 hours for free. And I just saved y'all hundreds of dollars. And she's mad because she wanted me to look at her carrier agreement information. If there's some type of information that I needed to change, to let her know. That's stupid when I automatically make carrier agreements that are already built accurately when I have my lawyer look at it to do it for free. And the carrier agreements are even niche and they less than $30. So this lady gonna get blocked. Next time you say something stupid to me, you're gonna get blocked because I've been letting you make it and not say nothing to you. But that's asinine to think I'm gonna do paperwork for you and I go live for hundreds of hours this year. I got a YouTube channel, probably has 80 hours of content. I'm gonna drop 10 hours of free content today on YouTube for people to learn to think I'm gonna talk to you for free outside of this. That's asinine. Nicholas, no, it's BE Logistics. So BE, the word logistics.net. Yes, sir. Or hit the link in the bio. Cheap loads on the load board. Yes, that is accurate. Yes, Miss Beautiful. Yes, if you live in Houston, definitely do that. I'm sorry, you live in Texas, and my assistants will do that for you. So once you get DBA and everything, how do you get drivers? I'm an over-the-road driver myself. Oh, that's perfect. Okay, so you need to get like little bitty business cards. Get business cards, right? From Vista Print, wherever you're going to get it from, because you're already in the field. So for you, I would start planning your departure based on talking to people now. So whatever equipment type you drive for now, right? Only focus on those people because you already understand that equipment type. There's not a lot of room for you to have to grow your knowledge and do that. So now, if you have business cards, I would say get 500 of them. Every day you need to pass out 20 and put on the back something, give them something on the back, like first week for free or something. I don't know. Do something on the back of the business card and get them to start calling you. Go ahead and get them to start filling out carrier agreements, so wait, when you stop, you already have 3 to 5 trucks. Excuse me. It's called Secretary of State. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I'm sorry, I'm country. We call things a different way. Having truck, and I'm trying to dispatch my own truck. Yes, this is definitely what you should do. This literally what saved my life. I'm telling you, from my trucking business, which I have today. If I would have never started dispatching, I probably would have lost it and failed. I ain't gonna lie to you, because dispatch money only comes in. It doesn't go out. Okay. I have my trucking company and I'm trying to dispatch my own truck. You should definitely look into this, because literally, let's say your truck only puts up $3,000 in a week. And let's say even if you're paying 5% for dispatch, I don't know what kind of truck you got. That's $150 a week that you're paying to a third-party dispatch company. And I'm a dispatch company. That's fine. But that's $150 a week you're paying to a third-party dispatch company, which is $600 in a month, right? So in 6 months, you're going to spend $3,600. You could pay for any education you need at $3,600 in 6 months and then do it for yourself forever. What insurance have you have, or which one you recommend? Well, just talk to an insurance agent that's been going, just in general, right? Goes to an insurance agent that you have. Mine is under the umbrella of consulting. So I think that's kind of like a staple, right? But I try not to talk about stuff on the expert end. I think that's like a staple in general of when you're a dispatch company, because you're just talking to people, just in general. That's great. That's what I'm saying. This is why I do this in the first one. I almost got 10,000 followers, but they keep asking me, Instagram lives, posting about the same stuff. I owe you nothing. Nothing do I owe you. I'm not supposed to give you my opinion. This is why I do live. I answer all these people's questions for free. But when you take away time from my own family and what I'm doing, the answer is no, unless you're going to pay me, because it's disrespectful to people who actually pay me. Doesn't that make sense? So some of these people that's on this live that are subscribers here that pay me monthly, Instagram subscribers, mentees that I have, students that I have, employees that I have, for me to give you stuff for free and then charge them is disrespectful to them. It needs to make sense. That's the point. So after my DBA, how do I go about getting drivers? I'm just starting. Well, you just got to convince them to use your service. That's just your sales technique of what you're going to do as a dispatcher in order to help them be successful. So it helps if you actually focus on one equipment type first and know everything about it. Okay, that's it. I mean, but drivers are everywhere. You have to sell them to convince them. This is why I say role playing, scenarios with people, get a mentorship or something that's going to help you build the confidence to work on sales. Because most people take dispatch courses, don't know how to sell anything. Unless you had a job in sales, door-to-door sales, or retail, you don't know how to sell people. So you have to learn how to sell in order to get carriers the way you can sustain your business. We do a lot. A lot of people do a lot, but that's what I recommend you to do, because sales is something that can be taught. People are not just sales people. People are people, and they have good personalities and people like them, but people are not necessarily sales. You have to learn the art of sales. I have dispatching, but I'm trying to get better with, I'm new with it. Yeah, I mean, stuff like that is just in general. Um, yeah, it just takes more practice, honestly. Like, depending on your level of humility, and I'm saying that to be cautious, I'm just trying to be honest. If you've been dispatching, but you're trying to get better with it, I mean, I'll be trying to do people's dispatching for like half off. Like, for instance, we dispatch people for 10%, right? Like hot shots and box trucks. Do it for 4 and tell them, hey, man, I'm not the best, but I can help you out. Because what they will do is they may dispatch themselves and have you, or they might have their own dispatcher and they'll have you as a secondary component. But at least you tell them, people still give you a shot, but then just charge them half the rate. Because that's an advantage to me. So you do that until you feel confident, then go back up on your regular price. What's up, my brother Willis? See, this is one of the faithful ones right here. That video you made on vacation, swear you got me practicing better on my sales skills. Yes, sir. I'm trying to tell you, bro, that sales and marketing is everything. How much is your membership? How much is your mentorship? I'm thinking of, what's today? The 27th. I'm thinking on Thursday, which I'll make a post. So turn notifications. I'm gonna make a post probably. I need to put my mentorship on sale. So normally it's like $445, I think, for a month, and that's 46 hours. I'm gonna do like a 3-hour special all at one time with a lot of people for like $100. I think that's what I'm gonna do. So I'm gonna do it where I'm gonna go on the screen and I'm gonna see how many people sign up. I want at least 3 to 5 people that'll do it to make it worth something, right? To make it make sense. And I'm like gonna put 3 to 5 people together, and they're gonna pay about $100 a month. I mean, $100 for that month. And we're gonna do like a 3-hour class all at one time. So I'm gonna present stuff for like an hour, then I'm gonna leave 2 hours for Q&A. And if it's something I need to show you on the computer, I'm gonna show you exactly what you wanna see directly on the computer. So tap back in on Thursday so you save some money. Unless you just wanna just get it one-on-one, it's gonna be that regular price. But I wanna do like a little group to go over some other things. I just paid for the course. What's next? What course did you pay for? Goddess. I'm going to email you. You're very welcome, Miss Beautiful for Life. Let me see what course you pay for. Look at my other phone real quick so I can see which one. Think of it. Murner. Yeah, the course that you took the course before the course. So you just need to go through it. You should have had an account. The account is on the Thinkific website, Thinkific. So when you go to the Thinkific website, it should be a whole hour long and you should go over that course. That's all it is. You did the course before the course. That's going to help you get a good foundation on business principles, the 2 PDFs I talked about, and the industry vernacular. Do you need a factoring company to get paid once freight is delivered? Are you from a carrier? If you're a carrier, I recommend factoring companies. Matter of fact, when you do a lot of research about it, Nicholas, you find out I think it's 60. I might check this stat, but I think it's 65%. You're more likely to succeed with a factoring company than you are if a person does not have one. Especially right now when a lot of these brokers are double brokering right now, and that's extremely problematic. Even if you do like a quick pay, there's a possibility you may not get paid at all, but having that extra backup of a factoring company, if they will acknowledge that that company has credit, it's a safer way to operate your trucking business. Because I have a factoring company, and I mean, you could not use them every time, but at least if you have one, you could always use them to check people's credit. And then you don't have to process that load. You can say, okay, well, if your factoring company is charging 4%, but then the quick pay may be 2%, you could decide to do the quick pay and not do your factoring. But at least having that factoring company will allow you to always check the credit to ensure that the company you're getting freight from is legit. Otherwise, you can get messed over, man. I'll probably say in my trucking business, I just got screwed. I almost got screwed just recently with one company. But I think we worked it out, and that was going to be for $2,300. Then I got screwed one time for like $2,000. And then I think 2 years ago, I got screwed for $4,500 with different people that never end up paying. Factoring company is charged directly to the factory company is going to be charged directly to the carrier, and it's a percentage of whatever the load is. You might be 2%, 4%, 5%. It just depends on the factoring company. We do we work with Tabs is one of our factory companies that we help people get set up with, but you can do anybody you want. That's just who I like because I think they have a good support system. All factory companies people gonna complain about. I ain't trying to get into that with nobody. People gonna like stuff, not like stuff, whatever. But I like Tabs support team, not only for carriers, but also for dispatchers that I train. So you need help, cold calling skills, sales skills, they help you with a lot of things. After this course, what should I go for? Ms. Goddess, have you taken a dispatch course already? Or this is your introduction to just dispatching in general? Because if you've taken if you have not taken a course, I would recommend you be a part of my next Zoom class that I'm doing. And I don't even have a date, honestly, right now, because I was waiting on for those who've been following me for a while, I'm waiting on, we have this thing in Texas where we're helping people out in general that had disabilities. So I'm waiting on that to know. But I'll probably be doing a Zoom class probably in August sometime. I would say do the Zoom more than my digital course, because my digital course was created for a person. The course after the course was created for a person who's already taken a course. So either I would recommend you doing my Zoom or you come to me in person. And my next in-person class is July 17th through the 21st, where people fly out to me and they stay with me for a whole week. So it's like 5 whole days, Monday through Friday. But I will not do the digital course if you're not taking a regular beginner's course. No first class. Yeah. Yeah, just go to my website. Go to my website, hit the link in the bio, B Logistics job. Thank you so much, Family Houston. Go to B Logistics, go to my website, click the link, go to the affiliates. And under the affiliates, you're going to find my link for that. And just click that. So long as you don't have your email registered or your MC registered, they'll let you get 30 days for free. But make sure they do that power. Don't do, because they try to do Trucker's Edge or something like that. Don't do none of that stuff. Okay, guys, I got 10 more minutes. I got to leave. I got to get my hair cut. So I'm going to let y'all make it. I got to go get this taken care of. I know I was going to be here this long. I won't be able to go to, I'll probably say tap into the next Zoom that I will be doing. You can DM me here on Instagram is better, honestly. You can DM me and I can screenshot and send you some information, because on TikTok, you can't upload links and all that kind of stuff in the messenger. So my B Logistics, Instagram is the same, be.logistics. Just follow me on Instagram and if you DM me something, I can either have myself or my team send you over what you need. It's the same as this page here, BE Logistics, be.logistics. It's the same. Thank you. I learned a lot. You're very welcome, family. I'm glad you tapped in, you locked in with us. We're looking at giving people more value as much as we can. So next month, I'm going to go crazy next month, because my goal is to try to get 10,000 followers for the end of the month. So next month, for the first 2 weeks, I'm going to go crazy. I'm trying to do like 2 hours a day on TikTok live to run up my followers. I'm going to try to do that next month, because August may be too busy for me. I might fall off from doing the lives. But definitely next month, July, I think for the first 2 weeks, I'm going to go crazy. So quick question. If I get a carrier with 5 trucks, do I set up 5 different dispatchers? No, sir, just one. So all you need to do is get that one, but then you need to fill out. So I think if you have if you get like the niche agreements, because we got the app coming, but if you get the niche agreements, have them fill out, I think it's page 3 of the individual trucks and all their load securement. So you need to have that across the board, right? So when you get them signed up, you just need the owner's information, all the articles of formation, whatever, all that stuff, right? COI, insurance, all that W-9, right? That's one. But now you want to know the information from each of the individual trucks, depending on load securement, weight capacity, stuff like that, the preference of the driver. You need to have all that individualized. But I want to say on our carrier agreements, page number 3, and that's all you need to fill out for each one of the individual trucks. Okay, cool. Yeah, DM me. Can I please see? I'm sorry. Yeah, go ahead, family. Yeah, okay. DM me, because I'm end up doing that for like mentoring. I'm gonna do that one. I think Thursday, but DM me, because I was gonna introduce it Thursday, but just DM me, or maybe I do it Monday. I'll get the payment Thursday. Maybe move it to Monday, because I think a lot of people may be off work for Monday because of the holiday. That might be a better time to do it, so I can do it in the middle of the day. But I would try to get a consensus from the people that are doing it, and maybe we'll do that, or like maybe Saturday morning or something to give people time to, be able to tap in and lock in with us. You're very welcome, family. Yeah. So that's what can you see in the back, BG? Yeah, you're very welcome, family. How to carry agreement. We sell the carry agreements on our website if you want to buy one from us. We have the traditional agreement, a big one, right? Like the 8-9 pages. But then we have niche ones, right? Is that depending on your equipment type. So if you dispatch box trucks, we have one for like box trucks and dry vans, right? So that would be together because the equipment, the load securement in those is different than an open deck. So our other ones we have for hot shot and flatbeds are different because they have similar equipment types, but that's what you need. So it's only 4 pages. So when we went from 9 to 4 pages, right, we got it to where carriers will fill out our agreement so much faster. But that big agreement that y'all get in most traditional courses is too long. If it has a power of attorney, credit card authorization form, carriers don't feel comfortable doing that. So you're not going to get them back, or it might take 2 or 3 weeks to get them back. That was a problem we were having too. I never did the credit card authorization form, but anyway, just the long agreement, people weren't filling out, taking 2 weeks. So we made niche ones, and that started being crazy. We were getting back in a whole day, and now we have an app that we just finished, and I'm hoping to bring it to y'all as a solution within the next 30 to 45 days so you guys can get the app too in your dispatch company, and we get people to fill out the app in literally less than 10 minutes. So we got the app. It's done. It's on my phone. Everything is set up. I actually posted about it. Go look on one of my posts. I posted about it too. But the app is done, and it's on the link in the bio. I mean, it's on my page, and I kind of say it's coming, and I get like a little snippet, and it'll be 2 options. One will be like a basic one, just, hey, I just want the built-in blank generic. Or number 2, you can make it as custom as I do. So literally, I have my logo, and it'll be in a person's phone, like an app, like Facebook, Instagram, all that. I'll have my app there, so you could have your business in your logo in somebody's phone too. So we're working on that. I mean, we're working on that, bringing it, but I got to call with somebody next week to add, because I'm on phase 1 that I'm bringing, but it's going to be 3 phases to it. I'm not going to get to the other 2 phases yet until I finish it, but phase 1 is done. So everyone that gets in phase 1, when I offer the other 2 phases, they won't have any more money to pay unless it needs, I can't really get into it, but it won't be additional cost. It will be whatever the maintenance cost is on the back to operate the app. So the app costs me roughly like $150, I think, just for me to have it every month, because it's on 2 platforms to make sure I get all the information. But I have 7 dispatchers. So that $150 a month for me to see everything, and we're completely remote now as a company, like it's nothing for me, right? How do I get it? Yeah, but you talked about, do I need an MC or DOT? No, sir. You don't need that to dispatch. You're great at what you do. Thanks again. Very detailed. Thank you so much, family. Yeah, I try to focus on, being relatable to people more than, trying to sound smart to people and talking over people's heads. Because at the end of the day, I'm a firm believer. If a person understands clear instruction, they can do it. The problem is that people are talking over your head and you have no experience or really know what they're talking about. It sounds good, but there's no application. That's why I say number 1, number 2, number 3. Everybody can follow directions. Otherwise, you would never have been able to have a job in your whole life. So if somebody's 30 years old and they've had a job only like 6 weeks, that means they can follow directions. And being a freight dispatcher is not that difficult. So I focus on telling the person and then be like 1, 2, 3, because everyone can do that. So I thank you for acknowledging that. I appreciate that. But that is always my goal, is to speak to people very plainly and give them instructions. Because if you had to pay for this, you're paying too much. If somebody else gave you this and they charge you too much for this. That's how I feel. Okay, so to each his own. I'm sorry. Haircut. Oh, yeah, you're right. See, I appreciate you. You're a real one. Yes. Okay, y'all gotta let y'all go. Appreciate it. Yeah, I gotta get my haircut. Appreciate it. You a real one. I appreciate you, right? Yeah, I gotta get this haircut real quick. So I appreciate y'all. Thank y'all for tuning in. Like, follow, all that good stuff. Questions, concerns. You can try to DM me here, but it's better to follow me on Instagram and DM me there, because my team or myself will be able to post links, and I got like a with Koji on my Instagram. So it's easy for me to navigate you the information that you may need based on what we spoke about today. But also the YouTube channel, get on that one. When I come back today, at some point, I'm going to go back to, I think, February or March. I think these lives, they stay like 90 days or something that's recorded. I'm going to go back to that. I'm going to download like probably 10 different ones of these. And I'm going to drop like 10 hours of value talking about different things in general on my YouTube channel today for the people. Because honestly, I probably have about, no exaggeration, about 400 hours of content over the last 3 years. And I'm going to start uploading all of it on YouTube just to give away a lot of this game. So if you need my assistance, tap in. If not, if it helps you enough to do this, hey, grace and peace to you. I appreciate you tapping in my brand, trusting us, believing in us, and y'all go be great. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Grace and peace. Be safe out there and be great. Thank you.